Let's talk briefly about parliamentary system of government, its characteristics. A parliamentary system of government or parliamentary democracy is a system of democratic government where the head of government, who may also be the head of state, derives their democratic legitimacy from the ability to command the support and confidence of the legislature. Typically, a parliamentary to which they are accountable. In a parliamentary system of government, the head of state and head of government are usually two separate positions, with the head of state serving as ceremonial figurehead with little, if any, power, while all the real political power is vested in the head of government. This is in contrast to the presidential system, which feature a president who is usually both the head of state and head of government, and most importantly, does not derive their legitimacy from the legislature. Countries which parliamentary system may be constitutional monarchies, where a monarch is the head of state, while the head of government is almost always a member of parliament. Or parliamentary republics, where most ceremonial president is the head of state, while the head of government is regularly from the legislature. On a few parliamentary republics, among some others, the head of government is also the head of state, but is elected by and is answerable to the parliament. In a bicameral parliament, the head of government is generally, though not always, a member of the lower house. Parliamentarianism is the dominant form of government in Europe, with 32 out of its 50 sovereign states being parliamentarian. It is also common across the Caribbean, being the form of government of its 10 out of its 13 island states, and in Oceania. Elsewhere in the world, parliamentary systems of government are less common, but they are distributed through all continents, most often in former colonies of British Empire that subscribes to a particular brand of parliamentarianism, known as Westminster system. Now, with all this explained, Nigerian is trying to go back to parliamentary system of government, which they've used it before in the 60s. Now, they believe that the presidential system of government that they are running now is costing a lot. Now, the elected House of Representative members now, trying to come up and enact a law to reverse the system of government back to parliamentary system of government. What do you think? Which one will you prefer? Though the bill has passed the second reading. So now, what can we do? Do you think it's better to go back to parliamentary system of government, or rather to stay in this presidential system of government? Kindly put your comments in the comment section and follow the news on Chokitable Media. Like, share, comment and subscribe. God bless you as you do.
A bill to return Nigeria to a parliamentary system of government has passed its first reading in the House of Representatives. The bill was sponsored by 60 members of the House.
So interesting things are happening in the polity. Well, that bill by the lawmakers is seeking to revert to the First Republic system with a prime minister who is a member of parliament.
And this is quite similar to the British system, which is a parliamentary system where the executive derives its legitimacy and authority from the legislative branch.
Well, the 60 lawmakers and members of the parliament group introduced the Constitution Alteration Bill on the floor of the House of Representatives last Wednesday, setting in motion what could be a transition to a parliamentary system by 2031, that is, if it sails through.
Now, the three constitution alteration bills were presented by the minority leader, Kingsley Chinda, and 60 others during plenary.
Okay, so this move by the federal lawmakers to end presidential system and revert to parliamentary system has continued to generate reactions from elder statesmen, analysts, and other Nigerians.
Thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing so you won't miss out any of our latest video.